Good. Hi, everybody. So we here at Manson Youth Institution, MYI. I'm here with the Warden, Derek. And the great thing about this is we just finished like a 4 or 5 hour basketball game between all 8 teams. And I just want him to basically tell you what is really the benefit of this basketball program, being that it is entertaining, it's basketball, and we're in a prison. But a lot of people don't know the real benefit of what it can really do for the youth and for the outside. So he's going to basically explain the benefit of this program and why he allowed me to come in here with this program to give this to the kids.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you. I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate the people you brought here. One of the first things that sold me on working with you was he's super passionate about what he does, and I love this story. He brought a great story to the population, and I just felt like I wanted him to be a part of our MYI staff, our MYI family, and help us do some things for these kids. I feel like basketball is just organized sports in general, but basketball right now is a great opportunity for staff to build rapport with these guys, to teach these guys some life lessons. Most of my life lessons that have affected me in a positive way, I learned from being a part of some team or organized sport.
Yeah.
I have coaches that have had so many positive influences on me that I still keep in touch with to this day. Seeing this tonight was super touching. It was super inspirational. Some of these kids have never been involved in something like this. The staff that volunteered, for some of these kids, this is their first time being coached.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So the impact that that's going to have is going to be lasting. And I got a chance to talk to some of the guys, and I said the only thing we really want from them is to give them some tools and an avenue to be successful. And I would love for a success story to be that at some point they come back, because this is something that's going to keep going, and they're a coach or they're a ref and they just give back. You know, they share their story with these guys and help be a positive influence.
Yeah, definitely. And that's very, very powerful, because right now, if anyone realized what's going on in the world, is we're losing a lot of our kids to the system and to the streets. And if we don't have a bridge where these kids have something to look forward to on the outside or to connect with on the outside, then how are we really going to save them? So coming in here with this basketball program is bigger than basketball. It's mentoring, it's guidance, it's teaching, it's learning, it's showing them that there's someone out there that don't know you that cares, you know, and for them to get a Warden to allow programs like this to come in here, and this is only the beginning, you know, this is very, very big. You know, I was talking to one of the kids, and he said the biggest thing is, he said, I'm walking up to people and that I never would even dap up in this facility, and I'm telling them, you know, good job, you know, what up, like it's making them think different, you know, so that's very, very powerful. I want to ask you one more question. For you, right, to see these kids, I know, to see them come out here and put in the effort that you see them putting in and the teamwork and things that you probably never seen in this program, right? How is that for you?
I get a lot of, I'll say, credit for some of these initiatives, but honestly, it is them.
Yeah.
They're the ones that make this whole thing move. They're the engine that makes it go.
Yeah.
And for me to watch it, they inspire me. You know what I mean? Because
me too.
they have every reason at times to kind of sit on the soapbox and complain, but you know, they decided that they're going to participate in something, they're going to give it their all, and this might be the spark that says, you know what, when I go to work now, I'm going to give it my all, I'm going to be the best at whatever I'm doing. So for me, man, it's beyond words. To step back, I took a minute and I stepped back and I watched the room, and the energy was just amazing. It was good to be a part of it. So this did something for me, even while it was the intention was to do something for them.
Absolutely.
You know, I get to walk out of this place that can be a negative environment at times, feeling real positive. You know? So that feels good. Driving home tonight, a little tired, been here for a long day, but it was worth it. And I feel like we accomplished something.
A lot.
This right here, like I said, I can't thank you enough. I think everything happens for a reason. I think we were brought together to do something special.
Absolutely.
And this is just the start of it. I mean, you brought your people in here. I appreciate them. I appreciate my staff. All my staff is here right now on their own time and volunteer capacity.
Right?
So
that's amazing.
And they care. They're passionate about what they do.
Yeah.
Next week, I've invited some of the advocates, you know, to come out and check a game out.
Nice.
I'm going to invite some members from our executive team, tell them what we've been doing. I would like for them to meet the staff and the people that are volunteering and just see what we're doing here, you know.
What is it because a lot of people don't really understand the prison system, the youth prison system fully, right? So if we can save these kids at this age, that will prevent them from going to the big jails, right?
Yes.
The big prisons. So how big is that?
It's huge because right now, for a long time, we've told the youth that they got to do something different, but at times they feel like we haven't offered them something in exchange.
Yeah.
So we want them to put down one thing, but we got to give them something else to pick up.
Yeah.
And I think that starting things like this, prison is considered to be such a negative place. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I always say, I want this to be a place of hope. When you walk through the walls and you come in here and you got, these sentences ahead of you, and these trials and these tribulations, I want you to say, this place is giving me an opportunity to rebuild and do something different with myself. And like I said, it's kids here that have never had to put in any hard work or any effort into anything, and now they're part of a team. You know what I mean? Somebody's dependent on them, somebody has an expectation of them, and I think that we're going to see some positive results from that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And what about the people who really don't understand, but they say, these kids, committed a crime, or these kids was out here in society doing this, and y'all giving them, fun. What do you say to those people?
So what I say is, that's true. We have to be sensitive to victims of crimes, and what we have to do for the victims of those crimes to heal is we have to repair the people that have committed those crimes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Stuff like this gives these people and these kids an opportunity to be a part of something positive that they've never had an opportunity to do. I'm totally sensitive to victims. I totally understand where they come from, but this is about life lessons. Basketball is just a tool that we're using to get some life lessons across.
Absolutely.
But it's way bigger than basketball.
Way bigger.
It's way bigger than fun.
Yep. Absolutely.
At the end of the day, these in the youth population, when it comes to incarceration, the majority of the population will go home.
Yeah.
These kids are not here for 100 years and 50 years. Most of these kids will go home, so most of these kids will be your neighbor again. Most of these kids will hang out with your kids. They'll go to school with your kids. They'll eat in the same restaurants. So my thing is, let's give them some more tools in the toolbox so that they have more options. Let's teach them how to build a TV so they don't think to steal a TV, so to speak. So that's all I want to do is just give some of these kids more options.
And for the kids that I work with, and the kids that's out in the community, and the kids that's in the world right now, just seeing this right now, what advice would you give them to not come here?
I'm gonna say, and it's kind of like my theme. You gotta find value in yourself. You gotta realize that your life is too valuable to toss it away by spending it here. You know what I mean? And it's not saying that you can't redeem yourself and you can't come back from coming in here, but life throws you enough obstacles to get over without you adding to it. So if you find value in yourself, I feel like you can't go wrong, because when you value yourself, you won't allow yourself to be put in certain situations, and even if you are, you're going to try to make the best decision because you know you're too valuable to be wasted.
Right. Man, listen.
Absolutely, brother.
That's wonderful. I really, man. Listen, I really appreciate this man right here for working with us, really building that bridge. And for those out there in the community, for the youth that I have invested in, for the community, I really, really want you to understand that I don't do this for a job. I don't do this to be rich and famous. I don't do this to say, hey, look at me. I do this because I was once that little kid who was in this same facility. I spent 2 years in the same facility because I didn't have guidance. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have someone who believed in me. So now that I'm in my community right here in New Britain, I'm really trying to invest in the youth and guide them in a direction that they don't have to go this way. They can go that way, which is success. So I really want y'all to take heed to what's going on and follow the journey, because all of us is not doing it for a paycheck. We're doing it to help you succeed in life. I really thank you a lot,
I
man.
appreciate you, man.
Absolutely,
I definitely,
man.
I'm so happy that you're here. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, man.